Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to start with a daily booster where I'm going to talk about the previous year questions we are going to solve about the chemistry. Today's topic is aldehyde and ketones. The question is in front of you. See, question is that correct sequence for the reagent. This is question asked in 2017 mains. So structures are given here. From this structure we have to convert these structures. So see, options are will be this. In this case, what we are going to talk about is this is a carbonyl compound groups. See, this is keto group which is converted into this group, and CHO aldehyde group this is converted to this group. In the options we have CH3OH plus, which is useful for the esterification, we can say. Then HNO3, we know that this is a tolerance reagent which is used for the conversion of the aldehyde group into what? It is convert aldehyde group into the carboxylic group. Okay, that is identification test as well. And CH3MgBr, which we are aware about that this is a Grignard reagents. Okay, so how will be the sequence? In the options we have seen that these are the three reagents are given. So first we have to consider that this is a structure which is we have to convert. Okay, so now we have to convert this CHO into this group, which is not possible directly. Okay, then we have to take in care of this product also. So first we will do with the help of we will go with the tolerance reagent. Why tolerance reagent? Because AgNH3 twice this one OH will leads to formation of what? This aldehyde group which is here, which is get converted into COO minus. Carboxylic acid group will be there. Okay, now as we done these conversions, we are going to second use of this esterification we have to do. Why? Because we add this group over here. Okay, and the Grignard reagent will add CH3 later on. So next step will be the esterification. This is the reduction by the tolerance reagent. Next is esterification by use of this CH3OH in what? See, in H plus condition, that is acidic condition. This will be converted into what? An ester. This is C double bond as it is COO CH3. Now once we done with the ester, now we can use a Grignard reagent. But there is one question. Grignard reagent, if you add the Grignard reagent, that is CH3MgBr. So what's going to happen? This is going to attack here. So it will be like this. COOCH3 I am writing as it is as of now. OH and CH3 will be adding over here. But now we want changing of this group also. So we should know we are using one more CH3MgBr, which is act on this esteric group and will lead to formation of this group. So what is the sequence? We have to understand that with the help of first tolerance reagent, we are reducing the aldehyde group to the carboxylic group. After that carboxylic group, we are going to add the esterification reagent, that is CH3OH in acidic condition. Then once the ester formed with the excess, the one more question arises here, it should be in excess, then only it converts two groups, because we have to convert esteric group into esteric group into this group we have to convert, and your O, that is ketonic group, into this group. So once this is converted, your final product will be there. So what is the sequence? First tolerance reagent, then esterification, and the third will be your Grignard reagent. Okay, now next question is this, and options are given below here. In this case, the structure is given. First step and second step has been given. The first step is that excess aldehyde is there and the anaerogen heat is there, and second step is there. So what will be the major product of this following? So let's take this structure here. Okay, it has a carbon compound here, ketonic group here, and CH3 is attached here. In this structure we will find that after this ketonic group, this carbon is called alpha carbon, or this on this alpha carbon whichever the hydrogen is present, it's called alpha hydrogen. So this is alpha hydrogen present over here. Okay, now in case of NaOH, definitely it will be OH minus because it is there and excess is there. So like in case of OH minus and in alkaline conditions, what going to happen? This OH attack on this hydrogen, so there formation of the carboanion. And how it is? Let's see here. This is your structure having carbonyl group here, that is ketonic here, and the minus charge is here. This structure is called carboanion. Okay. Now there is a carboanion and here is mentioned this is in excess. So aldehyde is excess. So if I draw the structure of the aldehyde, so definitely this is a condition where acidic and alkaline condition is mentioned. So here there is a shift of bond over here. So this possesses a charge O minus H, and this will be a positive charge on here. So there will be the minus charge here, plus charge in here. So this will be attack on this, which leads to formation of what? Carboanion is attack on this. So this leads to formation of this group, that is your CH2O minus will be there. Now if there is a water, so definitely this CH2, if there is a water molecule there, so definitely the one hydrogen attack on here, so there will be, I'm writing directly over here, there will be formation of the alcohol. Now this is the first step. In second condition, what we have given? H plus in a catalytic amount. So this is the first step product we are getting. Then product with what is the reaction? Excess H plus catalytic amount should be there, and this is the mention. So what is going to happen in this case? See, in the first case of this two is the, see, this is a have alpha hydrogen, so this is aldol condensation. This reaction happened with the aldol condensation. Okay. Now in this state, I'm writing here, this product is formed after the aldol condensation. I'm talking about this right now. This do not, this is alpha carbon, this is the alpha carbon, do not possess, not having alpha hydrogen. But in this case of this, H will be in acidic condition, this is going to form O minus. So this do not possess an alpha hydrogen, this is also do not possess an alpha hydrogen. So this is going to happen under the reaction known as a Cannizzaro reaction. So in Cannizzaro reaction, which leads to the formation of the product, okay, the intermediate will be the acetal formation. This will be by reduction, this undergo by reduction, this undergo by oxidation. Okay, the Cannizzaro reaction will be there. Now what is the product? It will be undergo the Cannizzaro reaction via formation of the acetal. This is by oxidation, this is by reduction. Cannizzaro reactions occur, and the product will be, see, I am drawing again the structure here. Okay, this is CH2OH. Now this is going to form a bond. So like this will be remain as it is. So this bond and this will be form a acetal over here. So the CH2 group which is transferred. So this will be the your product after the Cannizzaro reaction, after the formation of the acetal. Like option number 1 is your answer. Okay, let's move on to the third question. That is, which compound would give you the 5-keto-2-methyl hexanal upon ozonal acid? This is asked in 2015 mains. The options are listed below there. Now, this is a question which is very easy but time consuming. So we are going to solve like cancellation method. Okay. So what we want, a 5-keto-methyl hexanal. So let's draw the structure of that. 6 carbon should be there. 5-keto-2-methyl hexanal. Okay. Now we are going to use a cancellation method because if we solve everything in examination, it will be a lot of time consuming. So we have to act smart. So in the first case, what is the organogenesis? Heat, zinc and H2O2 we are using. There is a bond cleavage between the double bond, that is alkene. So whenever there is a bond cleavage, this open up CH3 C double bond, and this is bound here. See, this is I am drawing like this. CH3 will be here, and we want a aldehyde group at the end. So this option is not working. So option A is not into the picture. When you talk about the second, see this. there is a bond cleavage between is, and this carbon will lead to the formation of aldehyde because there is no direct attachment like the first option. So when you solve this, 8 zinc H2O2 will get product like this. CH3 is above, this carbon, this carbon, this carbon and this carbon, CH3 is here. See, there is a attachment of this carbon and this carbon is there. So there earlier there is a double bond between this carbon. So whenever the ozonolysis occur, it will formation of what? See, the bond cleavage again there. This will become the ketonic group and this will become the aldehyde group. So option B is a perfect for this because see, it reveals that in the first option it reveals what? There is the, see, this is the 5 keto group, this 2. There is a 2 carbon are intermediate or between those two groups. So in this case there is no, in option, let's look at the option number C. There is a lot of difference. Double bond is here and there is no attachment. The CH3 group will not get by the option C. So this is also cancelled. Third, in the first case this earlier was here, this is here, so this is also not working. So option B is your correct answer because the option number by cancellation method, option number B is there because by cancellation method, first step, there is a double bond which cleave after one leads to the formation of the aldehyde group and this carbon which is here which leads to the formation of the keto group. So we get after the ozonolysis of the option B this product. So that is option B is your answer. Okay, the next question is the most suitable reagent for the conversion of the primary alcohol, that is RCH2OH, to the your aldehyde group. So primary alcohol, let's get converted to aldehyde is, so there is a list of reagent in the options, so we have to understand the most suitable. See, the word most suitable is very important because let's go for the option number 1. KMnO4 is a strong oxidizing agent. It will be converted, but it will be not stoppable. So it will be directly converted into what? Acid. K2SO4, K2Cr2O7 is also strong one. So it is also not working as a most suitable. Chromium oxide is also there, but it's also strong one, so it's also not there. So only remaining option is the PCC, which actually converts your primary alcohol to the aldehyde group with the formation of the intermediate, but directly it's a direct conversion from the primary alcohol to the aldehyde. So in this, the most suitable reagent is option number D. You have to understand. Okay, the next question is that butane 2-on can be converted to the propanic acid by which following options are there. See, butane 2-on, that is nothing but your ketonic group. So butane 2-on will like 1, 2, 3, 4 carbons there. On the second position, ketonic group is there. So CH2, CH3. This is your butane 2-on. Now, it has to be converted to what? Propionic acid. What is propionic acid? CH3, CH2, C double bond, OH. So in this, there are 4 carbons. In this, there are 3 carbons. So there is a less carbon in the product we want. So if we go by the options, this is a ketone. So when I look at the Fehling solution and Tollens reagent, that actually cancel it out because only the aldehyde can be converted to what? Acid. So Fehling solution and Tollens reagents are not the options. Remaining is A and C is remaining. In this case, if you talk about the NOH, sodium iodide and the H plus, see, in that sodium iodide is there, but what is the problem? All it is a salt over there, so it's not lead to formation of anything. So this option is also cut. So remaining is the C, and habits happen the reaction. Let's see is here. Suppose this is your butane 2 acid CH3, C double bond, CH2, CH3. Butane 2-on is there. When I add NaOH in the form of I2, I'm talking about the option C now. What will be the formation of that? 1 C. This is going to remain as it is because this is bond will be breaking here because this shift here and this will be the leaving group. Act as the leaving group over here. So it will be, and this CH3 plus and I will be form a bond. So there is a formation of CH3I along with CH3, CH2 and C double bond O and there is one more bond which is, and but this is condition in OH and H plus acidic condition there, so OH minus will be attached here having this, but it form in the H plus condition, so it will gain one more hydrogen and it will become CH2COH. Your propionic acid will become here, propionic acid will be formed here. So the option C is correct. See, option A is not correct because sodium iodide is used. If the iodine is there, then only it can attack to the this CH3, which is act as a living over here. But if I use sodium iodide here, so there is a restriction to form this iodine. So that's why option C is a precise manner, and then only we can get a propionic acid. So how can you solve it? Butane to one to propionic acid, one less carbon. So Fehling and tolerance will not play any role. Then A and C, you have to consider NaOH, like condition is that acidic condition is there. But here in this case sodium iodide is used, it acts as a restriction over here, so will not form this. So option C is your correct answer.